Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jesse Daley and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who have been subscribers to Daily Planet for years now, you're probably aware that I created this channel, years ago with the intent to hopefully help motivate my viewers to pursue their goals and their dreams and to have, to share some actionable steps to making your dream your reality. But something that I know I haven't talked about enough on this channel, and I don't think it's really talked about enough in general in like the goal setting space. It falls under the idea of what happens when you don't know what you want to do yet. Right? Like what happens if you're trying to figure out what your dream is? What do you do, Well, from personal experience, I want to reassure you that sometimes knowing what you don't want literally will lead you to the key, is the key to unlocking the life that you're really meant to live. And listen, knowing what you don't want, that sounds pretty simple, right? Well, just hear me out for a sec, because from personal experience, I can tell you that it has been a game changer in my life. When you pay attention to what you don't want in your life, and when you gravitate away from things that don't feel good for you, authentic for you, and move toward things that feel good. So for example, in my own life, when I graduated college, I was 22, I had a degree in behavioral sciences, and I was working at a surf magazine, and it was all really cool, but I was in Orange County, California, but it didn't feel right to stay on that path. And I'm thinking, well, I just got this degree, and I'm at a surf magazine, and it's pretty cool, but it didn't feel right for me at that time. I wanted to be more creative. I wanted to take a chance. I didn't want to settle. I never have ever wanted to settle in my life, whether it's a job or a relationship or a place. I really think environment, your external environment as well as your internal environment, are so important. I never wanted to settle for those things. And I just couldn't see myself going down a more I guess traditional trajectory, at least at that time. So I thought, well, I want to be creative. I've done a little singing in my past. And anyway, I moved up to Hollywood, and I spent, a decade plus working and living in Hollywood and working in the entertainment industry, pursuing the acting, career. And it was amazing, best time ever. And it, and same with just my life overall. It's why I'm sitting here right now. I now live on a little island in the Caribbean. I work in the weather space. None of those things, I say all this because none of those things were clearly mapped out from day one. The reason that they came to be was because I paid attention to what felt right in my life at the time, and I moved away from things that I knew I didn't want. I want you to, really not put pressure on yourself, is what I'm saying. If you're watching this and maybe you're at a point in your life, or maybe you're just out of college, or you're at a crossroads of, well, what do I do next? Or do I get married? Do I pursue this relationship? And do I there's just a B. Do I continue dating women? Do I try dating men? Just an example. Go with what feels right. Don't go with what you don't want. There's no right or wrong. There's only right or wrong for you, because we're all individuals, and clarity in life comes from a process of elimination, figuring out what we want and what we don't want. And I really believe that even if you really know, for example, exactly what you want to do, it's still a good idea to keep in mind, pay attention to things that don't feel right for you. Because it's always worked for me. Even when I don't know exactly the things that I want to do, I figure out and I think about what is not what I don't want. And it, by default, always has led me to situations that are aligned with who I am and what I believe is to be true for me. Sometimes knowing what you don't want is the key to unlocking the life that you are hoping to achieve, and your path will unfold. Take it a day at a time, and that's all we have. So I just wanted to share that little story with you because I think that we all of us get really focused on our goals and our dreams, which are so important, don't get me wrong. But it's also important to pay very close attention to what doesn't feel right, because you don't want to live a life that doesn't feel authentically true or good. Because as far as we know, we get one shot. So go with what feels good, and move away from the things you don't want and move toward the things that you do. And anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Actually, with moving forward as a theme, even through the ups and downs, I do have an original song that I sang actually right here. So it's not perfect on key because I'm in basically a jungle. But if you'd like to check that out, I will link it below. And I hope it brings you, this video and the song brings you some smiles today. Anyway, have a great day, my friends, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.